Feel like every realtor just wants your money? Or maybe you feel like every realtor is just saying a whole bunch of nothing and will say anything it takes in order to list your house. You are not alone. And this is probably why realtors have such a bad rap. I mean, as bad as used car salesmen. But it's actually not that hard to spot when a realtor is trying to trick you. In fact, there are 3 telltale signs to find a fake when choosing your realtor. Right off the bat, there's this principle I like to say. Listing agents versus selling agents. You want to be with selling agents, and I'll tell you why. Listing agents are the type of agent that will do anything it takes to get the business. They will tell you any sort of price you want to hear, and their main goal is to get more business. You'll notice with listing agents, they can have anywhere between 10 to 20 listings at any given time. See, their business model takes in by having a certain amount of listings, having a percentage of them sell, and knowing that a percentage of them will never sell. Not the one you really want to be with. Although it works for them, the marketing that they do for the home persists of getting more business. It's not about trying to market your home to sell. It's about using your home as part of their portfolio to start selling and listing more houses so that they can ultimately make more money. A selling agent is somebody who actually sells home fast. If you look at a selling agent's listings, they can have anywhere between 1 to 6 listings. And if you look at the past sales that they've done, you'll notice that their listings sell fast. That shows that they're actively trying to sell each and every one of their listings. And then pricing. While a listing agent will try and tell you any sort of price to make you happy, their plan later on is to call you up, reduce the price in hopes that reducing the price leads to the home selling. Selling still gives them the commission. You as the seller are not so happy. A selling agent is not afraid of telling you the honest price of your home, even if that price is less than what you want to hear. And I'll give you an example. You're trying to sell your house for $1 million. The selling agent says your home is only worth $950,000. You're not too happy about the price, so you go to the listing agent. The listing agent says, hey, your home's worth $1 million. In fact, it's worth $1,025,000. I'll get you an extra $25,000. So you go with them in hopes of being able to sell for $1,025,000. They have so many listings, so why not go with them, right? Turns out, house never sold. You have to reduce the price. You reduce it down to $950,000. You ended up selling for $950,000 anyway, but you had a whole bunch of headache. Your expectations were not right, and you are tricked into using a realtor who just wanted to reduce the price anyway. Selling agents oftentimes lose out at the listing appointment because they're being honest. A selling agent does not want to list your home if it's just going to sit on the market. They want their commission as badly as they want to sell your house. So they are honest about the price. They rather it priced low and sell than price high and sit for 6 months. And hopefully before you interview the realtor, you take a look at their past stats. Hey, how many homes did you sell? How many homes did you sell in my area? Did you sell them above market value? Were they selling fast? When you meet them in person, always look out for if they're trying to give you the brokerage's stats or if they're giving their individual stats. See, you're not hiring the brokerage, you're not hiring the team, you are hiring the individual agent. I don't care how many sales the brokerage has done, I don't care how many sales the team has done, how many sales have you done? What's your experience? Why should I even hire you? Oftentimes, and this is especially with newer realtors, they will try to give you the brokerage's stats. Hey, we've topped 1.5%. We sold 20,000 homes in this area. We sell 105% above market value on average. Simply look the realtor in the eye and ask them, are these your individual stats or are these your brokerage's stats? And it's even worse within a team. And I'll touch upon that a little bit later. You always want to make sure you look at the realtor's individual stats. That is the one you are hiring and nobody else. And if the stats check out, the only red flag you have to see is if they're in a team. More often than not, when you interview a team, you're going to be meeting with the team leader. The team leader has 2 sources of income. 1 is selling homes. 2 is having team members. He wants to have as many team members as possible to sell more homes for him so he can make more money. It's his job to train trainees. What you don't want to be thinking is that you're signing on this amazing team of realtors only to be stuck with the new guy who has 0 experience selling houses, and you're left wondering why the only time you met the team leader was during the listing presentation. So oftentimes, the team leader will sign on a co-listing agent. Ask to know who is this agent that's going to be doing most of the manual work. Will it be you as the team leader? Will you be using other people in the team? If so, who is it that's doing most of the work? Because I don't want to be stuck with, you don't want to be stuck with somebody who doesn't have any experience and you being misled into thinking that you're going to have an amazing team of realtors, but you're not. Make sure you're in good hands. That doesn't mean all teams are bad. That doesn't mean teams don't work. You just have to understand that the team leader has two sources of income. One is selling the houses, and two is the team members. And the team members will always be selling houses for him or her. And selling your house is just one of many. Make sure you're in good hands if you're signing a team. So before you even meet with a realtor, make sure you do the research on them in advance and ask about the stats and if they're in a team. Also, just don't be embarrassed to bring a notebook or any type of sketch paper to write down notes and ask questions and jot down notes and everything like that. Who you are hiring to sell your house is the most important part of the process. They are literally responsible for 99% of what happens. For the most part, once you hire your agent, you're not really doing anything. You want to make sure you are in good hands and you hire the right person. I bundle years of my experience and my knowledge about real estate in short, easy to consume content just like this. If you want to know other tips about selling your home, visit my social media pages. Happy days.